Yeah, buddy, it's the Modern Hip Hop Channel at 95.3. You hear a lot of concert promotions going on the radio. Every time something comes through town, we talk about it, we give out tickets. And a lot of times when you hear this, you hear me on the radio and you go to the show and that's it. But you fail to realize the people behind the scenes that make this stuff happen. In the building right now, my man Cato, CLM Presents. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, Pete. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. You've been in the game for a minute, though, as an artist, as a promoter, and you guys and your company have been big time responsible for some major shows, especially in the last 3 or 4 years out here.
Yep, that's when it popped off. Last
When did
3
you
4 years.
start? Like, how did this start for you?
Shoot. See, I was rapping since I was 17, touring the country, doing what you were doing, risking it all the time. Just getting older and older, learning the game. Decided that I got tired of being a local cat, just trying to buy tickets. So I was like, what's the next step here?
Yeah.
So made some relationships with people like Chris Webby.
Yeah.
Kind of liked me as my organization, how I pursued things.
Yeah.
They kind of brought me into the camp, gave me an opportunity to like learn the touring side from a business aspect. So I just started buying up Midwest shows, going on the road with them at the same time while I was still an artist, mainly to build up my brand.
Yeah.
But then I spent more time talking to fans, talking to the venue owners, and the next thing you know it, someone would be like, yo, Cato, you know you got to perform in like 20 seconds. I'd be like, spending too much time like taking care of the business. And then just gradually over time, you know, getting older, starting a family, started looking at like, hey, I'm making this much money as a promoter.
Right.
And I'm being an artist, killing myself, making no bread. Let's see where this goes.
You know, you see that in the local scene a lot of times when guys come in, they pursue it for a while. Either it goes crazy, they quit, or they shift. And I think a lot of the smart guys realize, well, I want a career in this. I want to do this. I can see how this works. Even for me, like, I felt more comfortable putting the puzzle together than just being the main guy. Look at me. I liked being the catalyst and the conduit for all the action. You know what I mean? Like, and taking it to radio was the natural progression. But you guys, I mean, we're talking about all over the country, all over the Midwest, throwing concerts with a lot of underdogs, too. You're talking about people like Struggle Jennings, Chris Webby, a lot of these guys, Mercules.
Yep, at the Caboose tonight.
Yeah, in the word, it's happening. This is really cool, though, because these are like guys that would probably be in the same vein as you as an artist, fair to say?
Probably, yeah.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. So it's a team, though. It's a group. CLM is a group, right?
Yeah, it started out CLM moniker basically stands for Cato Live Music.
Cool.
Because that was my handle on all social media.
Yeah.
And Cato Live Music Presents was just a mouthful. So we just shortened it down. And I was doing that starting 2013 when I was still an artist. And then 2016 is kind of when I stopped being an artist.
Yeah.
Got an opportunity to bring Lupe in.
Yeah.
After his Soundset stuff got canceled because of rain or whatever that was.
Yeah.
That show popped off. And then next thing you know it, I mean, everybody came through the pipeline at that point. T.I., DMX, all these things. And just kind of took off from there.
Out of all these shows, I've been to a bunch of them. What's your favorite that you brought to Minneapolis?
I mean, probably just Mobb Deep.
Oof.
Just because it was like...
Yes.
I mean, a lot of these shows have been fun. Like, I've done like 4 or 5 things with Nelly. I've got to hang out with his camp. Growing up in St. Louis, that was like...
Dude, he's the GOAT out there. For you guys, he's Jay-Z. Like, he's the man,
It literally was a dream come true. And then there's a couple of them that I've met after having kind of idolized them forever. Like DMX, I met him, and I wanted to cry. Like, because it literally, like, just ripped away all of that oomph I had for you my whole life. Seeing him just, like, broken down and just...
tough.
Coming to the cities, apparently, you know, after have been in rehab and on the straight and narrow, and the first thing I see him, he's rip-roaring drunk, and I'm just like...
Going crazy.
Like, this is a letdown. But, I mean, the show was still good, but...
Yeah.
Mobb Deep was definitely... It was a smaller show.
Was that at Privé?
Yeah, it was at Privé.
I was at the show. Me and Twin City Tone one of the opening acts for that show. It was so crazy that night because Ski Beats from the Rockefeller crew was the DJ that night. And I have a loose relationship with Ski. Big shout out to Ski and them. And me and Tony sat in the back of the room. I ended up buying a hoodie because I've been listening to these guys' music for 25 years. I might as well make a purchase. You know what I mean? So I get the hoodie, and we're standing in the back, and he goes, "You want to go meet them?" And I'm like, I said, I will get them on the next one. Because the vibe, it was a kind of a smaller show, and I'll never forget the regret I had when Prodigy passed away. that you never wait. You always go up and shake somebody's hand. We're being cool. I was like, let them have their moment. We'll catch them on the next one. Man, good show though, man.
I've only gotten 3 pics with all the artists I've ever done shows with.
Really?
3 pictures, and that was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I had to.
Yeah.
Thing is, too, is like I've been doing this so long now that like Buddy Vegas, who does all the hosting and DJing and stuff, like he's so excited when artists come through, and he always wants to meet them and talk to them and whatnot. And by the time the headliners get on stage, like I dip. Like I go sit in the box office. I'm
Veteran.
I'm doing the settlements. People are coming in like, whoa, don't you want to see the show? And I'm like, bro.
We call that jaded, ladies and gentlemen.
I've seen this 100 times. I did my job. They're in the city. They're paid. People are here.
That's it. And dudes respect that too when you're kind of on your cool. I'm like, yo, congratulations.
I watched Mobb Deep perform. I had to.
Bro, the best, man. Some of the
to.
best. Rest in peace to P. So coming up, you got Mercules tonight.
Yep.
What can we look forward to? You said you got a little hiatus till February, but I can feel like there's shows on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still potentially doing some stuff for New Year's here in the cities.
Cool.
Just, talking through some stuff, see who wants to partner on marketing.
Yeah.
And, like I was saying before we got on air, like CLM Presents isn't all I do.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the main thing that people know me for, but I've got a couple other businesses. The big one that I do is like consulting, and I work with nonprofits, and
Cool.
I do talent booking for other people and stuff.
Cool.
So like I love throwing shows and concerts, but at the end of the day, it's like you're not always going to get consistent shows unless you own a venue.
Yeah.
So that's a hard part of having the consistency. So
Yeah.
I stay busy with event operations and all that kind of stuff.
And the game has changed too. Like the quote unquote little guys are finding it more challenging with the bigger companies coming in and buying up venues and kind of setting their own trap up and booking their own artists and kind of etching some of the independent promoters out. Do you feel like that's happening?
I mean, yes and no. I was on a panel with one of the top people from Rhymesayers and the CEO of First Ave at the Fame Summit with Mike Jackson from the Premium app.
Okay.
And got to talk about a lot of stuff there. And I actually got to talk to the First Avenue lady before she went on. And I kind of gave her props because I was like, as much as a little guy, I don't want to see people like going around buying up all these spots. But I'm actually happy of all people that First Ave is doing it because they're trying to put their foot down and say, stay out. And, I've had conversations with her and some other venue owners that I've worked with. And I'm just like, yo, in no way, shape, or form am I in any capacity trying to compete with you. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. These shows are going to come here regardless.
Yeah.
So hopefully my relationship wins out over yours.
Yeah, but the reason I rock with guys like you is you're a culture guy. When you do your show, there's a DJ, there's a host. It's a rap concert. It's not a screen down, artist comes out, that's it, and thanks a lot, everybody. That's not what we came up in. That's when you were rapping, and you said 2013. I know it started a long time before that. It was about the DJ and the host and the whole experience at the rap concert, and we're seeing that kind of starting to get etched out a little bit. And that's something I fight for, man.
No, Buddy, when he came into the mix, he was kind of just getting started with the DJing stuff, but he was a host. And when he became the full-time person, I give him props all the time because I know we have a lot of repeat fans that come to shows that literally come early because they want to see Buddy.
Hell yeah.
So I give him a lot of credit, man. Like, you're responsible for, helping build this brand and the experience because you provide an experience for these people that they're probably not getting elsewhere.
Yeah, and props to you for providing the platform for Buddy because that's like a dying art, like the host of the rap concert. Right? But it's an amazing thing. It glues everything together, makes people feel like they're part of it. Props to you guys. CLM Presents, doing their thing out here in the Midwest. You grew up in Kentucky?
No, St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri?
Yeah.
And you lived here for a little bit?
3 years.
And where else did you live?
Tampa, Florida, Seattle, and now I live in Kentucky.
My man, it's state to state. Okay. And so right now you're in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're up here tonight doing a concert?
Yep. Been on the road with them for 4 days and came in from Madison.
How's Mercules? He cool?
He's cool as hell.
Yeah, he's talented.
Yeah, he's cool as hell.
Okay.
His whole team's super cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's dope.
The indie guys are the best guys.
Yeah, they are. Especially when you get the guys that are like about their business. Like Merc and his crew has showed up on time every night. I've never gotten a call. I have not gotten a text one time being like, oh, we're late.
Worst artist you've ever worked with? Biggest pain in the neck?
Oh, shit.
You don't have to answer it. You could be like, no, I'm a professional. I don't want to slander anybody.
I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, there hasn't been anyone that's made me want to like quit promoting. There's just been more challenging people in the camp or more the artist.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's a bridge willing to be burned out there though, but I'm not gonna let you do it right now.
I can't even think of it, honestly.
I've worked with some jackasses, bro.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of douchebags, but
We ain't gonna name no names though. We ain't gonna name no names. The ones you think are jerks
are jerks.
Yeah, they're jerks, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Cato. CLM Presents, doing their thing in the Midwest. If anybody wants to reach out and they want to connect with you about shows or any of the consulting that you're doing, how do they reach out to you?
You can hit me up directly at CLM Presents. It's all the social media, Snap, Insta, Facebook, Twitter,
That's it.
TikTok, whatever.
CLM Presents
If
on
not,
TikTok.
You can hit up Kevin Lesh.
Kevin Lesh?
Kevin Lesh.
Shout out to Kevin Lesh, man.
He's my intern. He's my one of my best guys I've ever brought on. He's
That's
the man.
it. Working, man.
And I always say his name wrong every
We'll
time.
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
And actually, right now, Buddy and Kevin are over there. They're handling the show because I'm here.
That's cool, man. Big shout
Never
to you.
used to have
Big
that.
respect, man. Big respect to you guys for what you're doing, man.
Appreciate it, man.
My man.
A lot.